The neon lights of the celestial harbor cast crimson shadows across the rain-slick streets of Nexus 7, a space station where 100 alien species mingled in uneasy commerce. In the depths of the lower districts, where law enforcement rarely ventured, the Red Scale Syndicate held dominion. Ana Martinez moved through the crowded tables of the Void's Edge Cantina with practiced efficiency. Her tray balanced perfectly despite the jostle of patrons. She kept her eyes down, a survival instinct honed over 3 months of serving the most dangerous clientele in the sector. Her dark hair hung forward, carefully arranged to hide the purple-green bruise blooming along her left cheekbone. At the corner booth, Karzith watched her with golden reptilian eyes that missed nothing. The draconian crime lord was a mountain of midnight blue scales and barely contained power, his 7-foot frame making even the reinforced furniture seem delicate. His subordinates called him ruthless. His enemies called him death. But those who truly knew him understood that Karzeth operated by a code older than human civilization. Anna approached his table, forcing steadiness into her hands. Your usual thermal whiskey, volcanic temperature. Karzeth's head tilted slightly, a gesture that would have seemed reptilian and alien to most humans. But he caught it the slight wince as she shifted her weight. The way she held her left arm closer to her body, the careful angle of her face. Look at me, human. It wasn't a request. Anna's breath caught, but she raised her eyes. The draconian leaned forward slightly, and his nostrils flared. Their species could detect chemical signatures of injury, fear, and pain. Who did this? His voice was a low rumble that rattled the glasses on the table. Nobody, sir. I'm clumsy. Walked into a door. The lie tasted bitter, but it was necessary. James, her boyfriend, had connections, not as powerful as the Red Scales, but dangerous enough. Karzeth-esque clawed hand moved with surprising gentleness, his talon carefully tilting her chin. The bruising extended down her neck, his golden eyes narrowed to slits. Humans do not bruise in defensive patterns from doors. These marks, his claw ghosted over her forearm without touching, are from gripping. 5 fingers, human male, approximately 180 pounds of pressure. Anna jerked back, terror flooding her veins. How could he possibly know that? I don't want trouble, sir, please. You have no trouble with me, little human, but someone has made trouble with what is under my protection. Karzeth's voice dropped to a frequency that vibrated through her bones. In draconian culture, anyone who worked in their establishments was considered part of their clan, whether they knew it or not. An attack on clan was an attack on the clan leader. It's fine, really, it is not fine. Karzeth stood, his presence dominating the entire cantina. Conversations died. This James, where does he work? Anna's eyes widened. She'd never mentioned his name. How your cum device? You checked it 17 times this shift. Each time, your heart rate increased. Fear response. You are tracking someone's location, worried about their arrival. Karzeth gestured to one of his lieutenants. Find a human male named James. Begin with her residential block. Please. You don't understand. He'll kill me if he thinks I said anything. Karzeth's laugh was like grinding stone. Human Anna, he will never touch you again. This I promise on my clutch mother's honor. Within 2 hours, James was brought to the cantina's back room. The young human male was cocky, defiant, even when facing 7 feet of predatory alien muscle. You can't do anything to me, lizard. I got friends. Touch me and there'll be consequences. Karzeth studied him with the patience of a species that lived 3 times longer than humans. You struck her, multiple times over what? Food prepared incorrectly. Jealousy, does the reason matter? James sneered. She's mine. What I do with my property ain't your business. The temperature in the room seemed to drop. Karzeth's scales rippled, a threat display that preceded violence in draconian society. But he remained still. Let me explain something about humans that you, yourself, do not understand. Your species conquered a death world. You evolved as persistence hunters on a planet that tried to kill you daily. You reached for the stars despite having no natural armor, no claws, no venom. He circled James slowly. Humans are resilient beyond measure. They are adaptable, innovative. When the Krellian Empire attacked Earth, humans built weapons from mining equipment and fought ship-to-ship battles in converted freighters. Do you know what we call your species in the galactic underworld? The Unbreakables. James shifted uncomfortably. So you dishonor everything your species has achieved. Anna works 2 shifts to afford medicine for her sister on Earth. She learns 4 alien languages to communicate with customers. She shows courage walking these streets alone each night. Karzeth's voice became razor. While you prey on someone weaker because it makes you feel powerful. You are the antithesis of what makes humanity worthy of respect. What are you gonna do? Kill me? No, Karzet smiled, revealing rows of crystalline teeth. You will leave Nixus 7 on the next transport. You will never contact Anna again. You will never raise your hand to another being, because if you do, he leaned close, his breath hot enough to singe. I have friends on every station, every colony, every human world. You will never be safe, and we live 300 years. I will remember you. James went pale. An hour later, Anna found an envelope in her locker. Inside was enough credits to cover 6 months. Rent and a handwritten note in surprisingly elegant script. A warrior does not harm their own clan. You are under the Red Scale's protection now. Should you need anything, you need only ask. That night, for the first time in months, Anna slept without fear. The next morning, James was on a transport to the Outer Rim, and word spread through the underworld. Humans might seem fragile, but they had earned allies among the stars who recognized their true strength, and the Dragon Gang leader protected his own end.